Let's go. Here we are. How's it going, folks? We're gonna finish the Stanley Parable. We're gonna prove this the text.
This is the story.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna skip that. You already heard about the story. Welcome back. Achievement unlocked. Thanks.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's see.
There we go. New content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Loading.
Indeed. There we go.
Yeah, Keeper of Balance asks, have you done the Don't Quite Play for 5 Years achievement yet?
And about how round
I mean, use your math.
the deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
There we go. Alright, now we need to remember where we've actually been in this thing.
Yep, I'm loading that up.
Additions, think of all the new territory would cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Well, can't blame me for trying.
Organize a handful of interesting concepts, but surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them.
I was expecting that to say cool for some reason.
Much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Alright, so here we are in the Stanley Parable Atrium 2 Atrium. We've already seen that button.
Ooh. No screenshots allowed.
Screenshots. The baby is all grown up.
So that's what you're missing on the art ending.
Right.
Whole new office, register new art.
Why am I getting weird speaker sounds?
I do not know, sir.
That's odd. That used to happen a lot of my old shitty speakers. The fact that they're happening with these speakers is a little concerning now.
Yes.
So we went to the jump circle in the infinite hull. We checked out the merch. There wasn't really anything there.
Yeah.
This area is closed to us, by the looks of it. Yep, closed. So there's a reassurance bucket. We haven't seen the reassurance bucket.
We have not
seen the Stanley Parable reassurance bucket. And as such,
Yep.
we'll go in and have a look.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Indeed it was.
Engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who
Where's the bucket?
Well,
Seem to be missing a
I'm
bucket.
happy to say that after much consideration, I engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart.
Oh, it's getting lowered in.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting
looking for the bucket.
contradictions of the
The
Stanley
bucket was beside us all along.
perfectly normal and comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest,
I assume you don't want to do any cheat endings.
Nah, I'm good.
Designing the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
I have the bucket now.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair.
I guess the bucket does not
already be
cleared to leave this room.
And in fact,
After completing the sequel ending and activating the bucket,
I think that just holding it has made
What are you
a
doing?
bit more attractive as a person,
Are you honestly just like looking up everything that's gonna happen now?
don't they?
no, I'm just seeing if it does actually let things change.
Oh, okay. The bucket is cleared to leave. Away we go. Bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award.
May keep the bucket. Let's see. Yeah, we went to the jump circle. We had the free achievement that doesn't work. Yeah, collectibles.
Those are legit now in the game.
These are in the game?
The collectibles.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game.
I mean, maybe in the early 2000s.
You'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's horrifying in a whole
Look at all this. I guess I'll take that. Ah! Let's assume I put it in my bucket.
We'll assume that, yes.
We'll assume it's in the bucket.
It really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game, and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising.
Go up here to the epilogue.
I think so, yeah. Haven't seen where the stairs are there.
Button, bucket. Am I wrong?
Well, that looks like you're supposed to be able to go up there.
Let me see. Okay, so I'm here. E is the exit, which is over there. So I am actually facing in this direction. So it should be like right around here-ish.
Maybe that door?
This door? No. Door is never the answer. It's apparently up there.
Stairs. There's stairs there.
There we go. Here's the stairs. Here's the epilogue.
It would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the...
And here I thought that they had that just as a tease. There's no epilogue. At all, right? And they're just like, yeah, there it is. It's on the map. Settings World Champion. I already saw that, didn't I?
I don't think you did.
Pretty sure I saw it.
Don't feel
I'm fairly certain that I saw it. I didn't see it, and I will not see it now.
I know you've seen the infinite hole.
Yeah, I saw like the leaderboard that I was like somehow inexplicably failing at. Anyway, time to go to the exit with my free bucket.
Yes.
So long, shitlords. I got a free bucket. Oops, ending is this way. Take back what I just ignore what I said about the bucket. Don't worry about it. Haha, no. Fuck you, unforget about it. I still have the bucket.
Well, I don't know how to pronounce that, Caper, so I didn't forget it. I just don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, we're ready to move on. Look at this. We're moving on up.
He basically
moving on out.
has that face on your behind you there that added into that statement from before.
What do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's
Like some of the new features, especially the bucket.
Features will come together as one.
Can I keep the bucket?
Yeah. It's like having a little broom closet in my hands.
But they did take away our real broom closet, so...
Yeah. You realize that was a mistake.
And we'll see whether or not it coheres into a
actually
meaningful
go- no,
gameplay
no.
experience.
This does feel like a death match.
Are you ready?
Death match.
Here it is.
Yeah?
I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Alright, so we got ourselves a jump hole and an infinite hole.
Potential here, right? It's
And there's the bucket. This is epilogue over there. Look, I'm not even done looking at the first arrangement.
This is much.
I was giving it a clean shake, you know? A real fair go.
Yep.
Oh, I do like what they did with that.
Who am I kidding?
And there's a consumable, a collectible. Fuck, I can't jump this.
Gags.
Yep.
And I do very much enjoy.
Is that $1? Is that $2?
I don't remember what these
I wanted
were.
more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they wouldn't stand on their own. They would need the
Kappa
structure
is
and the
used
gameplay
when
of
the user is being trolly or sarcastic.
I took
Okay.
the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
All right, let's observe.
With care for the vision and integrity of the
Let's give this the fair chance that it deserves.
really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Yeah, it's decent. Let's see how long this goes for. It's got like more depth to it. It looks like the floor is like going up and down like a big sort of donut.
It's also making me
Planescape.
feel like it's gone a bit more.
Ooh, now it's getting all wonky. Yeah,
It's like the hole is boned or something.
bones.
Bone.
Like it has bones.
Yes. In
That
order
makes
to
sense.
facilitate movement. It could be an optical illusion.
Could be.
I'm betting it's gonna repeat. Oh,
No.
yes.
Nah, man, this wasn't like that. Look at it fucking stretch like crazy. That wasn't there before, surely. I would have noticed it. Surely I would have noticed it. I say. What even is that a picture of? Some hellscape.
Yep.
He sure is liking this red.
Yep.
He's got his mind set on red.
It's a little more destructed down this corridor.
Yeah. He certainly got his mind set on the red. Well, let's see what happens when we open the door the third time and realize it actually did repeat and I didn't notice. Nope, it didn't repeat. That's black space. So it's gonna repeat now. Okay, let's begin the game then. Alright.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. The orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
I think this is the same, isn't it?
This is slightly new.
Is it new?
The balloons are definitely new.
The balloons seem new. I thought they seemed new.
I don't think we had like an icon of Stanley before.
Did we? I think we did. He's like a weird, like, fucking Half-Life 2 Source Engine man.
Was happening. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh, two. Whatever's changed Stanley again.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
All the
call a
balloons.
meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had
Happy
this
12th birthday, Stepnies.
complete isolation.
Aww.
I think we did
We
did discuss that, didn't we, earlier on?
Frozen solid.
The Stepniece's
The
birthday.
Stepney's birthday balloon. He was like, is it this or is it like a different one? And I think we decided that was the best one, but I don't know.
He got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Can we close the door?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself.
Wait. Oh, okay, I can't go in there.
Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy.
Guess it's no broom closet.
I know, it's too much to do in here.
So
Not enough
here's
to
my
look at.
bucket.
He no longer had the ability to tell.
No, where is your bucket?
I'm less reassured now.
Was that if he waited long enough,
I'm looking forward to when we get the bucket.
eventually
Yeah.
someday they would arrive.
Oh, I can just phase right through this chair.
This will
This chair does not have any
This will
clipping.
happen. You will be told
Look at her
what to
go.
do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
That's called the coward ascending.
Ah. Well, I guess off we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard
Anything going
Stanley
on with
looked,
the
he couldn't
office
find a trace of his
desk 434?
co-workers.
434?
Right there.
No.
Can we get on it?
I don't think we can. We can't actually get on it. We can't even get on the computer. Amazing. You're just looking shit up now, though, aren't you?
I'm not going to tell you what else you can do with that, but yes, I did look that up.
You're looking shit up, Philippa.
Mm-hmm.
You need to stop looking shit up, or else I'll start rebelling against you too.
How do you know that's
What?
not...
Not doing it.
What bucket? Where? Where's the bucket?
Keeper of Balance also screamed, "Go out the window!" when we were on the desk. There's the ducat.
The bucket.
Oh, thank God. How did I miss that?
I don't know, Daniel. How did you miss it? But
did I
yeah,
miss
Keeper of Balance was screaming to go out the window when we were on the desk.
Stanley clenched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Alright, let's see. What kind of new craziness is in this Stanley Parable 2 now with bucket?
Now with the
No one was
bucket.
here.
Still no one was
Bucket's
here.
warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Oh yeah, it's back, baby.
You feel it. The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
What?
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy.
Oh no, that's not what I meant.
Today, this
I thought you were dead.
believe that this
We all believed you passed on.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom
No,
closet.
it's our bucket now.
It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in.
Don't hand the bucket
The
over.
bucket.
I don't think I can.
How hard it must
Yep.
be.
Look, like, yeah, there's no button to do that.
Now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. We're getting into name calling now, it seems. This is how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket. Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons. Even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient?
What is this,
That your life
GLaDOS?
is so banal
Trying to
and
steal your
meaningless that you
bucket?
feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I've never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share
Also,
your
Helen found the cat.
interest in the rich emotional
When I,
landscape
like,
of your feelings
Crouch,
as
the
they have
bucket
changed
jiggle.
and evolved over the years.
Bucket, 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 bucket. Aww.
Yeah, bucket.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There.
Alright,
Now it's settled.
I'll do it.
No more
Perfect.
debate. No more discussion. Take our hike broom closet with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
I'd never think a broom closet would be thirsty for a bucket.
Well, room closet, it's been
I've got a
great.
second
Oh,
sticker
wait,
back
no,
here,
there's
and
more
I'm going to
content.
snap it on as well
I can't
because
leave now.
It's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Well, you can't deny that.
If you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself,
Yep,
it's a bucket.
that's a bucket.
There really is a
I mean, I could also look at the bucket and see if it's a bucket. If I can identify a bucket, then I can identify a bucket. Anyway, like I was saying, Broom Closet, it's been real. I'm glad to have you back, but
You know what? I could take
time
the name calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now
What's that?
the broom closet is just giving us a silent treatment. Coming to a staircase,
Oh.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
okay. Hey, it's red! Like the
always been
Stanley
red.
Parable 2! It's a
Apparently that
sign.
changes every time.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines.
No, I found 2 of them.
No
Read the number.
reward for collecting all of these. Only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
It's fine, I probably won't get them all.
Happiness. God knows I tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Sure. Alright, cool. Now we've achieved that. What? That open again? Did that close again? What even happened here?
Not sure.
That one closed. I wonder if they got new music for the elevator.
Trying to remember what it was last time.
It was funky.
I mean, that sounds pretty funky.
I think it's the same one though.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Shoot the panda. Bop the mongos.
Business time.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down
can't
into
tell.
an emotional
Can't tell.
dumpster fire, if not for the soothing
Oh.
presence of the bucket.
Yeah, that's a new.
No, it's not.
No, that's Madagascar. What?
The guiding light pierced the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of
Oh.
them were inseparable.
Keeper of Balance was hoping that the elevator would actually take it somewhere.
But he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's
2857, I think.
Nor in his bliss
Okay.
of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845.
Surprisingly
The
close.
correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yeah.
The information was in the bucket all along.
The bucket is life. The bucket is love.
The bucket will be with us always.
What happens if we go down here again? Oh,
Another miniature Stanley figure.
we got another one.
You know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley things.
Just use an acronym called the MIS.
Stanlerines. Yes, I think I like that.
Miseries.
Stanlerine under your belt.
It sounds like a urinal. Okay, there's nothing here. We must go down. Down. To the depths.
So this time we're gonna try and trigger the disco party.
Are we?
Yes, yes we are, because we're heading to the mind control
The
room.
elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I think the elevator tried to
Stanley
kill
and the
you.
bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Wasn't there like a thing I could jump off of around here?
That was to the side.
Oh, damn. I really like jumping off that thing. Oh, well.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears.
Well, you know where you can catch those tears?
Reassuring him
In the
that
bucket.
would be fine.
Hey, that's not how the reassurance bucket works. I'm not supposed to reassure the bucket. The bucket is meant to reassure me.
The bucket
You're messing with the natural order!
Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do? or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Okay, don't. I was about to say, don't go up.
Oh,
Into the bucket. He
why would I not go up?
His own life
'Cause you
in
can go
someone
back to turn on the
else's
secret
control.
disco.
Never.
Oh, wow, that sounds like the sort of thing you should have warned me about earlier.
I was trying to figure out where it was. I was having trouble finding it.
He could trust
So what you're saying is this is your fault?
for the
Yeah, it usually is. Well, you're the one who turned on the mind control last time and let us explode, so...
hero.
It's fine.
Yep.
Part of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or
Can we
sad.
Oh,
jump?
more red. Can we jump? No, this is not a jumping
All
circle.
of it monitored and commanded from
Shame.
this very place.
Important.
As the cold reality.
What happens if I press some buttons?
So offline.
Nothing.
This machine
Can we turn it online from, like, that central command?
Over
Central command.
There was the one on the left-hand side somewhere.
Two best friends.
It was like a
standing in the
console
bucket
standing
up
apart
against the
that looked really
They
distinct.
high-fived in a really cool way. And the bucket made a sexy comment about taking dust.
Having a
Sassy
bucket high five.
Clank. Yeah, that one that's glowing distinctly blue over there.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Console disabled. Okay, that answers that question.
Alright, let's figure this out. Let's go see what happens when the bucket's in control.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
You heard the bucket, you push the off button.
Well, do I still have my bucket?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness.
So far, so good.
Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the
look at that
two of them
shading on the
discussed
bucket.
kind of life
Oh.
they wanted to live. Once they stepped
So dynamic.
the bucket wanted to launch robots.
Half of 2 inches.
Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Ooh,
What? Wait,
door jam.
why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket. It yearned to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such
Not
a
with the
precious
bucket.
in his arms.
Oh,
Not while this
no.
building has anything to say about it. Stanley
The
wished he
betrayal.
would never
The
again
bucket
leave this building.
betrayal.
But at least he has the bucket.
It's true. Starved to death, but
Really so bad.
Got the
He
bucket.
thought to himself, as long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley got it. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
loading.
So the request from Keeper was to get on that desk
What could it
and
be?
see if you can get out the
Stanley
window.
decided to go to the meeting.
Alright, let's jiggle up here.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Ah, there we are. Out the window, huh?
I think you have to crouch.
What? Am I out
First,
the window?
Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he had this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that
Oh,
you
I
know,
see.
what do you think? Isn't this a fun?
You were leading me to my doom.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make
You
this
can
as
see the
miserable
windowsill
as
is
possible
above you,
and see how
apparently.
long you can maintain.
That's an interesting thing.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered...
It was pretty good until you started singing.
But the truth must be told, he was not very old, and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable, and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong,
That is a forced rhyme, my friend.
playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too.
But yes, apparently you can see the windowsill, according to Keeper of Balance.
Oh. Oh, okay. I wonder what happens if I do this. Okay, there is a wall here. And a wall here.
Freedom is not for you.
And what looks to be like... is that... No, it's a solid wall. It's not a... It's like a straight wall. It's not a circular wall.
Aww.
Look, the window's looking at me. It sees me.
Good thing it doesn't have laser vision.
Alright, I get the feeling we're getting an we're getting an elevator.
Yeah.
Getting an elevator again.
All of this
So we've learned our lesson.
what could it mean?
Don't listen to Keeper
Stanley
Balance.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave...
And occasionally you can open door 426, so not always.
I don't see any room 426.
Yeah, I'm like, what on earth is it talking about?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
426. Homestuck. Let's see. How can we find them? Bottom text.
Yes. Apparently literally just poking around is what's meant to have them show up.
Have what show up?
Figure-eights.
Well, we know small floating objects have appeared across the office, so we have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. How can you tell you spotted one makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them?
I think you found both of those.
Yeah. Follow clues provided by employee 416. We can do it. Red room? So maybe it was 416 you were thinking of?
Maybe?
Thank you. Good luck. Look, I'm putting the smiley face in the bucket. Whoop.
Yeah, it does say 426.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no means to... If we did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas,
Keeper of Balance says, you had not learned that already? The troll blames us for being trolled.
Stanley and the
I got a plan, Philippa.
Ooh.
An infallible plan. You know what problems happened to us? When we went down here? Uncertainty. Now we have the
Yep.
certainty bucket.
We do.
We're
have-
immune
We
to
have
the regular ending here.
bucket.
Everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then...
If we look close to the car, I wonder if we'll find that thing, because the bricks go red.
Wait a minute.
He looked down at the bucket in his arms.
Okay.
Crazy, yes.
See?
The
Bucket!
turned his gaze, but said nothing about it.
And that's how you know.
The bucket's watching you, Daniel. The bucket knows.
For me in difficult times such as these.
Well, if you were hearing the bucket talk, you would be crazy. You're not hearing the bucket talk. Ergo, you are sane.
Yes,
That's when
but it's
Stanley
looking at you.
This isn't my bucket.
What?
Just a normal.
But it has my sticker on it.
Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all.
That can't be right.
Surely no good would
What?
come from
Where'd
this.
my bucket
Who
go?
knows what sorts of bizarre
He's
hallucinations
taking your
My bucket's
bucket.
gone.
without the psychological.
Oh, good. No. Oh, no, no.
Now he noticed the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. Now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Oh.
Gracious.
Oh, you
My
just...
bucket,
Okay, I was gonna say you just lazily...
I must find
You
it.
lazily
Far off in
fucking copy-pasted that in the middle of this regular ending.
Stanley, it's me, the bucket. But it truly did.
Oh. Oh, no.
Passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
It's like Indiana Jones.
He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from.
It's inside him all along.
Inside of him.
I have to get a knife.
Incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Well,
The bucket was inside
This is the
you.
story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
She has your bucket.
She knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course.
Absolutely no bucket.
Ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be.
Ah.
She hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she would. My life kicks ass. And she
wow. Amazing. They found a way to finagle it so I still got that ending.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
What's this
to go to the
326? Where is 326?
426.
426.
There it is.
426?
Not always, but sometimes it can be opened. Yeah. So I'm guessing that this run it can't be opened.
Not opening any of these times.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
The
bucket.
confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room. Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was.
Well, all right then.
The bucket turned out to be correct. Was this better than the meeting room?
Yes.
Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Here we go. Now we're sitting on this chair.
Yeah.
What does it say? If you...
Truly, being
Oh,
part of the
EL.
battle was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right. Then walking to the lounge. Then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey.
Have I never tried this vending machine
I
before?
don't think so. I think we looked at
crazy.
it, but you didn't poke it.
It's crazy, Philippa.
You've
Crazy.
not poked enough things.
Finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge.
Okay.
And they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
On the left. Wait, what's this over here? Oh, this is where the jump is, Philippa. Here's where the jump is,
Oh.
after all.
Said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking.
Alright. I like to do the jump. The bucket has requested that I ride it to the
But
top.
Stanley chose not to pick up this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked. In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here. Stanley,
This room isn't very dark. I mean, this dark room?
I think that dark
Pretty
room.
dark in there. Good thing I got the bucket.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket. Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
There we go. Now we got a bucket.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Oh, I'm still in control over here. 127B.
Surprised you didn't ring the bell. It's the bell.
Fine. Ring the bell. There's nothing. There's nothing.
It says
nothing.
so shiny. It's a pretty one.
Jazz music.
And this time,
Sunset.
there is no wife.
Yeah, this is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful bucket.
Yeah, where is your beautiful bucket?
Well, there are some paintings of it. Like,
Painted like one of your French girls. There it is.
where? Bucket. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. For 0 to take me to work to you.
Should
Yeah.
have 0.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance
It was
Bucket
O.
was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
I must reassure you, the Aperture Science reassurance button will never attempt to kill you, and in fact cannot talk. B to take you back home. Alright.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well?
That's just
To
a
see him
kid.
delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object.
Where's the
I want to
bucket?
say something to him, but I don't know how I
Bucket.
can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen.
Where's
Bucket. In to go back to work. Alright, in.
I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk.
Yeah,
All
but
it would ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location.
it can also transport
It
solids.
doesn't do anything else.
Are you sure?
Don't listen to the loud man. Press V for us to go back home. Alright, bucket.
You see,
Ooh, it's night.
he's
Yeah.
still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful...
Wish you were here. The freedom ending. Narrator Airlines. Adventure awaits. I went to the mind control facility, and all I got was this lousy sticker. I played the demo. 427. Oh, there you are, bucket. Press F to ignore anyone in your life except for me. Well, we don't really have anyone but the narrator and bucket.
I
Yep.
suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine.
I mentioned that.
I mean, it's got good shading, but I wouldn't know it's got good shine.
You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? For his ex to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection, it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
Or
Like it
solids.
would be better at moving an amount of water from
Or
one room to
heavier than air gases. Press R to relive the same day with me over and over.
Oh my god, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket.
Think you're going
You need to
insane.
point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket.
Or get like up, but then I get down again. Oh well. Press U to go home, to go work, to go home, to go work, to go home.
Yes. Hi ho.
I'm having feelings. The bucket. Oh, no.
He's joined us.
What's
Ooh.
going on? Why I don't hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes, the bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Jazz Knights.
Stanley, give me the bucket.
Don't give him the bucket!
I
Don't
literally can't give him the bucket. He has no hands or corporeal form. Close your eyes. Go back to work, Stanley. The bucket commands it.
The bucket commands.
Bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Where could the bucket
Stanley decided
be,
to go to the
Daniel?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I swear it's sometimes
You've been trolled.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
That's like really misaligned.
So is that one 5431.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
This time I will in fact take the
Stanley
jump.
had felt the bucket
That bucket can't tell. I'm not whipped by that bucket.
and here it was.
Are you sure, Daniel? Are you
I'm
feeling
mostly
it
sure.
now? You feeling it now, Mr. Daniel? You feeling it now?
Took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room. No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that
Danger.
the bucket had
Danger everywhere.
and
Yep.
he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked him.
Say that, but I'm not doing what the bucket asked. I'm actually just going down here. To be free.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley,
Oh.
do you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
Oh, he's right. Do you know, Daniel?
This is a bucket. It's got the bucket sticker.
If that's true, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
I think it's already had consequences, narrator.
On your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, stand in here for a moment.
Ooh.
What if I just go bucket? What if I go back? Oh no, I can't
good
go
at
back.
locking you
What if I
into
go to
places.
To Be Free? Can't I go to Be Free? Okay. Well, it looks like I have to go here.
Yep. Can't go down the place that looks like it's very specifically a freedom.
Is this a bucket?
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios.
Oh,
You'll
this is
tell
the
me
baby
whether or
game.
not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
You're right.
Right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what it is.
All right. I'm ready for this. I know my stuff. I went to university.
Item 1.
Okay.
Is this
Simple. Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual.
Damn.
Oh.
All right. Next one. I got this.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
All right. I have a good feeling about this a bucket.
Yep.
Incorrect.
Oh.
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna get the next one.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Is that a bucket? Well, let's go and have a better look, shall we?
Yeah.
And we're gonna go and we're gonna
Oh, come
okay,
on, approach
can't
it.
approach it. So we're gonna have to just look. Is it bucket shaped? Is it shiny?
Yeah, look
Yeah,
at
but
that.
does it have the bucket stamp?
Oh, it doesn't have
No.
the pocket stamp.
Does not have the bucket stamp.
This is a bucket.
Oh,
Then
he
where's the
got
stamp?
you.
That motherfucker.
Item 4.
Oh, look at that bucket.
So that looks like a tractor.
I'm pretty sure it's a bucket.
I don't think that if the top opened and the doors were airtight, maybe watertight, maybe it could be a bucket. But no, that's not a bucket. That's a tractor.
Correct.
What?
This is a tractor and not a bucket.
What kind of game is this?
I just sort of put this
Well,
one
it's
here.
called Is This a
I'm
Bucket?
starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me the bucket. Okay, next one.
Okay. Okay. Next one. Big points. Big money.
On the money.
All right. That seems to be a tractor. Again, final answer.
Incorrect.
Told you it was a bucket.
How is that a bucket?
It's a bucket.
In which way is it a bucket?
It's a bucket.
How is it a
I
bucket?
told you it was a bucket.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
All right. Well, if that was a bucket, then this can't be a bucket. They look completely different.
Both. Gotcha.
Ah, there you go.
Well, I technically didn't lose points on that, so I can still go home with $1 million.
Item...
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here
Oh,
somewhere.
It's not a bucket. It's nothing. Therefore, it can't be a bucket.
Oh.
There. Bam. Not a bucket.
Yes. Thank you. Nothing here. Of
Well
course it isn't a
done.
bucket.
Fuck yeah.
We both know full well nothing isn't a bucket.
That's true.
Say nothing isn't a bucket. That
Yes.
makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a
Oh shit, he gave it away. He gave away the secret. Fuck. He gave away the secret.
bucket, Stanley.
Oh my god. I can't believe you let that slip.
I told
Oh.
you. I told you it was a bucket. I told you it was a bucket.
Oh, I didn't catch the question.
Unless, answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me you believe everything is a
I
bucket?
haven't even sorted out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence.
How to tell you're not a robot? You can tell what a bucket is.
You can't beat me. I have a university degree, and you
I can't keep
are simply
this.
a
I'm
voiceover.
losing myself. Myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
You can't have the bucket, dude. We established this.
Erase all buckets from the game entirely.
Then you're just gonna delete the game.
It's all buckets from here on out.
Well, he did it. He deleted the game.
Why
Yep.
did everything disappear? Wait, was everything?
Everything was you just said.
Everything was buckets.
This one never listens.
Yeah.
Never listens.
Tells us for not listening and then doesn't listen to us when we tell him everything's a bucket.
You're still here. You're not a bucket either.
Wait, does that mean that we don't exist?
We're not.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, well, we think, therefore we are.
Right now. It's still delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything. And we'll put back all of the
There you go.
buckets.
There you go. There you go. All the
And we'll know
buckets.
that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person. All right, here we go.
I mean, it's buckets all the way down.
Alrighty then.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Nope. You've been trolled, man. You know,
You're not gonna pick up the bucket?
now I'm Philippa. Why do I need to pick up the bucket? We're already in the bucket.
Okay.
Duh. Really, Philippa's.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
See, we're gonna get a completely different ending to this now. Because we have a bucket. Didn't have a bucket before. You see? In fact, look at this broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
This is just to fool you, though, into thinking
Staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
Yes.
it's weird. He said staircase when he clearly meant bucket.
Yeah.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned
2845.
to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
I'll admit I do appreciate the return of the calming New Age music in this ultra deluxe content, which is completely new and not just the same thing again.
Absolutely not a straight up repeat.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Man, that's a misstyle view of things. Did you ever play Myst?
Not really. A little.
Little?
Not enough to know what I was doing.
Straight ahead, a large door that read Mind Control Facility.
See, and this way, we go like this way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it,
It really should have
at
said
the end of the
bucket,
hall,
Yeah.
Stanley would
because that is clearly what is here.
We just need to keep on going for our bucket.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Now, you said death. What you really meant was bucket. Woo!
Into the bucket we go.
Into the
Straight
bucket
into
we
the
go.
bucket.
Straight into the bucket. We were already in the bucket. Now we're in the bucket. Now we're in this bucket.
Yep.
This bucket's even bucket shaped, which
Yep.
is unusual for the buckets around here.
As the machine whirled
Yep.
into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
You mean his bucket had have been no consequence?
Ah, the infamous not button.
His narrow vision of what this world is.
You mean his narrow bucket of whatever,
All his
like
buckets.
plucking buckets from a bucket man. Willie accepted his bucket to his bucket and bucket.
And his bucket accessories.
Farewell, bucket.
Yep. Aww.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
Farewell.
Stanley was led helplessly into the
The bucket.
Wonder why they're
In
called
a single
Jaws.
visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated.
You don't see the similarity between these and Jaws?
Bone in his body.
Well, usually I expect Jaws.
Oh, you mean why they're called Jaws when they're called buckets? Gotcha.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand now.
Seems insane. Hey, look. It's
The Stanley bucket.
Parable.
Just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created
It's
for you long in
all
advance,
bucket.
Yeah, look at all these
death
buckets.
becomes meaningless,
Yep.
making life the same.
You had some things you wanted to continue looking at in
You see
here,
that
right?
Stanley
Nah.
was already dead from the moment he hit start.
Well, there's
Oh,
there doesn't seem to be anything new in these buckets, so maybe if we pick up that one bucket that we can pick up.
Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be.
I'm gonna be
You have been
annoyed.
trolled. You have been trolled good. I'm gonna press that every single time, and it's not gonna be for my sake. It's going to be for the sake of
Chest. And
making fun of Philippa for ever believing that that was real.
Would it help if it wasn't Keeper that said it?
No. That just means
Okay.
you got trolled by a stranger. It'll be a reward for finding them all. Trust the completionist instinct. That's better than the game theory instinct, I guess.
Yep.
coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
Do-do,
upstairs
walking
to
up the bucket. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
Stepping in,
Going through the
manager's
bucket,
office,
into the
Stanley
bucket.
Once again,
Then it is bucket, 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 bucket.
Other way.
By the weight
Bucket.
Of this revelation, Stanley may have
Sorry, it was actually bucket, 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 bucket.
Bucket. There you go. Oh, yeah,
Yeah?
you pushed
Oh, whoops.
His darkest of hours.
Bucket, 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 bucket.
Here's the dark clouds. of
Okay, here we go. Bucket, 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 bucket. Gotta be careful this time.
But Stanley
Yep.
guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket knew all along?
Yes, the bucket knew.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Alright, then we go down the bucket.
Yeah, and don't hop on that elevator to go up to the control center immediately.
Yeah.
And turn around and wait for a few moments. Not that elevator, the one inside the control room. With the
You said turn around, so I turned around.
Stanley and the bucket walked
So,
straight
in here,
ahead to the large door
We
that
push the
led
buttons.
We go down the bucket,
control
No, we don't go down that bucket, we go into this bucket.
but I want to go down that bucket.
Okay, if you want to go down that bucket,
We're gonna
you can
go down that bucket.
Mhm.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that
It was actually
Stanley and the bucket,
bucket.
would both meet a violent death. The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
And he would have had to re-record all of these
Stanley and
lines.
the
Poor
were
bucket.
knowingly walking forward into a very
I
painful...
mean, you'd have to re-record all these buckets.
Yep.
Alright, we go into the bucket again. Bucket. Alright, now we're back in the bucket. Now, what's gonna happen to the bucket now?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be.
Wow.
To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death?
Crushed
This
the
is what
bucket.
Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying
So he kind of kicks the bucket.
Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed.
The bucket's life came to a bucket. Thank you very much.
A bucket full of bucket.
Yeah.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Here we are. The bucket welcomes you to the grand bucket. You're standing at the bucket of bucket. Much like the bucket itself, the human bucket is frequently bucket within. A cavernous bucket. But through use of the bucket in front of bucket, the bucket becomes full and enriched in bucket. Bucket of the bucket, and its bucket is the only bucket we bucket.
Yeah.
Will you take what you learn here if you out to the bucket? Will you accept with an open bucket what made bucket challenging about bucket? Will you change the bucket of yourself and your bucket ones as a result of bucket? Or will you turn a bucket eye and continue to bucket as you were in bucket? We shall see.
Yes.
In bucket we trust.
In bucket we trust.
Can you see how arrogant it was for
Ooh.
Stanley to take
Oh, oh my.
to claim it
Oh
for his
wow.
own?
I think
Can you
that's
see the
actually like not even just a
light?
picture, so
Can you see
25 buckets. A bucket of 25 buckets. The bucketest number of buckets if captured on camera.
I think that's
The bucket experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as the result of the bucket from bucket to this bucket.
what's behind the red tape.
I don't know, Philippa. What is behind the bucket?
Oh, I thought there was a picture in that little alcove, but apparently not.
No, instead we're going to get to see the Vitruvian bucket.
Oh.
Bucket with 2 buckets. This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been bucketed in real life for having been deemed 2 bucket and bucket experimental. Every bucket, dozens are put to bucket just for attempting it.
Oh.
Hey, look, it's that bucket.
Yep.
I can't
Full
find the
of
top of it.
bucket. The revered bucket.
The Inferno bucket. a bucket of Inferno Bucket, which in the medieval bucket was so powerfully alluring that it drove bucket of bucket to bucket with one another for control of bucket. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple bucket remains. Bucket, 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 bucket.
No one can control bucket. The worship of the bucket.
Bucket drawing. Well, we know the buckets predate the existence of buckets. We do not know by how long. This bucket drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical bucket of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been bucket for several millennia. Notice in these buckets how the bucket is allowing itself to bucket, 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 having judged humanity to be worthy of its buckets. And they drew them buckets right on them buckets.
Yeah. Don't you mean they bucketed the buckets right on the
No
buckets?
man can
Don't be ridiculous, Wilfer.
and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. This bucket symbolizes the necessary bucket between bucket and bucket. However clear our bucket of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is bucket out of reach. This distance, bucket, is for our own good. Oh.
But,
I see.
bucket. But bucket, Daniel. But bucket.
Oh, it's actually just a glass floor. I can touch the bucket.
Where's your bucket?
Wait, sorry, I
Daniel?
mean a bucket. Damn.
Where's your bucket? Where's your bucket, Daniel?
It's around here somewhere. Just have to search this bucket until we find it.
Well, shut my mouth, I guess. Did you go to the left there?
Here we go, the bucket. Bucket without commentary. The bucket, and analogy. Worrying, negative bucket. Bucket thinking, bucket of bucket. Vulnerability equals size and strength of bucket. Coping strategies, bucket holes. Stress equals the level of bucket in the bucket. Bucket and relaxation. Doing something, you bucket, rest, and relaxation. Oh, that was it. This is the whole right side.
Yep, so I guess, there was something, go up the stairs, go left. Go left. Oh. Okay, I couldn't see those in the darkness. You've been up this way.
Yeah, no. Clearly there was something more to this bucket.
Yep. The hanging bucket. The buckets. Oh,
There it is. The secret bucket.
we reclaimed our
There is
buckets.
something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
This lack of bucket.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't
Okay.
reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new
You
vision.
bucket.
I'll have to get all that blood out. That's no good for bucket.
Oh, there wasn't even any buckets there.
I know.
Just buckets instead.
Only buckets.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
Figurine find his committee meeting to get today in the meeting bucket.
Shall we go hunting for more things in this first area?
Well, I found the bucket.
Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot here, Phil, but just a bunch of buckets.
Input received.
Just a bunch of buckets, really.
Yeah.
Stanley
Now let's see, have we already checked all the left buckets? No, we didn't.
No.
We didn't check all the left buckets because we didn't do the thing that you asked me to do, and then I refused. Mission status, inside the sequel exhibit. Nearby a fireplace. Private but smelly place for an important person. Looks
Ooh.
like 4 to 27. Ha ha ha. 5 there be. Just take it from me. Gotta collect them all. Is this some kind of game?
Oh, maybe one of them's below
There must be a point to
stairs
this.
at the bottom. Something to do with stairs. A large room,
Lots of boxes, stairs, something to do with stairs, somewhere with both red and blue. I want them so much. I want to go home. There will be cleaning of this wall required. Who are you? 666, lol. Lies. Stop kidding yourselves. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless to BH. Well, the reason they feel pointless is because they're not buckets.
But
Weird
they are
fitting
buckets, Daniel.
Yeah, he wrote the wrong thing on that bucket. Saw one in cargo room, employee 421 building a bridge. Hello, do we need contracts for them? No, point potential liability. Bonus stuff, what we forgot, what we know, what we don't know yet. Can we sell them? Obviously. More buckets if sold together. How many are there?
The bucket box.
151.
The buckets.
Our data, stock options, money. What do they want? Should we make them employees? Interns? Maybe. Why do they look... Right. Why do they kind of look like 427? Yes. Magic. Our quarterly success. Magnets. Why floating? Training exercise by management? Dreams. A bucket. Where are they? Please. Don't leave the office before reporting back any new findings. Teamwork and communication are of great importance. It's unprecedented time of investigations. Thank you. Help, I'ma post it. Maybe we are the collectibles. Shut the frick up. Source of levitation. To whom it may concern, I managed to pick up sounds unusual to our regular office ambiences or local audio sources and using an array of paranoid microphones, also known as directional mic, a microphone that picks up sound from a particular area.
Ooh.
Analysis of recordings allowed me to triangulate the source of the strange noise. Data shows that, in all likelihood, it's coming from a dark area behind a very warm place. I also picked up what seems to be reverberance of a porcelain surface. Anyone have any leads on this? You wouldn't like to know.
I think that is the toilet.
Right, so by the stairs, huh?
Yeah, so I think go down the stairs, because remember there's that little spot at the back of them?
Stanley and the bucket walk upstairs to the boss's office.
Alright, well, we'll
Yeah,
see. Oh, there it is!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies.
Oh, Figley.
Stanlerine sounds like a goddamn urinal, but Figley's sounds stupid too.
Yeah, it's so stupid, but kind of adorable.
Sounds like some kind of gum.
Let me sit.
Fig flavored
Come
gum.
to me.
Let's see, so we
Can
know
we move back now? We've already been to this ending.
we have. I don't like that ending very much.
Yeah, it's way too long.
I think it was 2 flights of stairs, but oh. Oh. Okay, try 426
All
now.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Welcome to the whiteboard ending. Dog mode. Dog mode! Ugh. Damn straight. Fuck yeah.
And there's the bucket.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
So what was our other... Well, I guess we could go to the meeting room and just see what the other options
Let's
are.
see. So yeah, because I want to find all those figurines.
Yes, it is now... So we're both red and blue, and large room, lots of boxes.
So I think that's the cargo room, but we didn't see it there, so we might need to.
Well, we'll just have to investigate, I
Yeah.
guess.
So red and blue, I think, is downstairs, just from the red and blue, like.
No, there's only one ending downstairs.
But there might be a second figurine.
I don't think so. Wasn't there a red and blue door at some point?
That's off the cargo left side.
Okay, then. We'll just try that, then.
Go.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Damn it!
Crushed by the weight of this revelation,
Okay.
Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster
there we go.
fire. If not, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket knew all along?
The
Was
bucket
the
knows.
guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical.
Yeah, that was the red and black place behind the
Look around here.
warm place, because that was, yeah. there was a figure there, and I'm betting that was dog mode. Engage.
Okay, that was cool. I'm glad I engaged dog mode.
You'll have more buttons to push if you go into the mind control space.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that ran
Alright, well, we already did that
the
one.
control
Yep.
facility.
And so don't go onto the lift at the end of this one yet.
The lights rose on an enormous
What's wrong with me today?
television
So
screens.
basically just
What
keep
horrible
going
secret did
forward.
this place hold?
Going
Stanley
forward?
and the bucket-
As in when the lift, the little round lift comes up, don't hop into it.
Okay.
The monitors
It's not
jumped
barking as much
and
as I
Stanley nearly
expected.
dropped the bucket in shock.
There we go.
Office was being videotaped, monitored.
Sounds like it's echoing in the
Not
bucket.
jump.
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears. Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that
Okay, so push this button, then turn around and look at the doors and wait.
was
Yep.
the bucket
So,
under the mind control
wait for that.
facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first
It's actually only the E key.
questions raised furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Come on. I know you will. How long is that going to take? Why is it taking so long?
Seems you
Maybe
can
sit
control
towards
the
it,
gate.
but don't go on the platform. Like, step into that space. And then turn around, have the thingies opened up. Yes! We want to go all the way back to the light bulb and push that again. Fix your secret picture.
It's no dog mode.
Yeah, I mean, dog mode was indeed superior, but I just wanted to see that secret disco.
He was his one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
The
And my
bucket
dog.
is there for you. The bucket will always be there for you, Daniel.
My dog is here too.
Here was
Yep.
the proof.
Just slightly
Maybe
off
you were the
screen.
dog.
Control
He's always just a little out of your vision.
or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that, but at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
The bucket wants to
Stanley
control you.
in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? The
Yes.
machine and clean
The bucket
power
was
itself?
evil. We knew it all along.
Trading like this, Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds.
Oh, sweet.
Silly birds.
Are we on that
The
map?
control buttons became active again.
Ooh, sweet.
Yes, we are. To the left.
Yes.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another.
Hey, be patient.
It dawned on him.
Oh,
This
duck.
wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling
Owls.
all over.
Dude, you guys don't understand. I really like
The mind
birds.
controls were only a facade to
Some sort of bird of
disguise its
paradise, maybe?
intentions.
Oh, that looks like a chaffinch.
Pelican. Or spoonbill, maybe?
It's a pelican.
Spoonbill.
Who had pointed
Are you sure?
towards a
Look at
Oh
that
yeah,
bill.
true. It's quite wide.
Stanley in the bucket.
And that's a stork. Or a
because
heron.
They spent the rest of their lives.
What is the difference between a stork and a heron?
I'm not sure.
Dreams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Goose.
Of all
Some
Oh
hornbill.
god.
his life could have taken. This
These guys. Hummingbirds. Rhea, I think.
Penguin?
Mingos. Oh, back to the seabirds. Okay, let's press the other button. No!
So I know where we're
Birds.
going back to.
Nah. We're good, I guess.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So that must have been what it was talking about with the 426.
Bucket, a committed bucket. A bucket of...
So I wasn't insane for believing it.
I never said you were insane. I said you were gullible.
To his check. This was not the correct way to the meeting. But Stanley had felt the bucket
Potato, tomato.
telling him that the Empire...
Oh! I don't think I should say that, Keeper, otherwise I might get murdered in your place.
Oh my.
Never mind.
Is that a cutting personal remark, huh?
Stanley
He says owls are not birds.
What?
Stone face.
Let's see. I think we've done all of our endings on this side, haven't we?
No, we haven't hit the red and blue doors on the... Wait, hang on. Have we triggered that?
On this one. Not this one. This one.
No, the red and blue doors were on this side.
They were on this side.
But I think they were triggered through the door that we couldn't go through because we had the bucket.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
Well, I'm gonna go through here.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
What's down here again?
I think that is like
Well, we'll find
space
out.
ending?
Space.
Space!
Space. Gotta go to space.
Gotta go.
Oh,
Good space.
Stanley, I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place.
Oh,
Oh god!
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much.
But he did bring the broom closet.
Carrying around everywhere.
I like
The
work.
bucket isn't even from the
Just hate
original
my
Stanley
boss.
Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel.
What about
They want
behind you?
more of
What
their
goes on?
favorite jokes, not this
Okay,
bucket that they've
so
never
it's-
seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
I'm surprised it's not like, and you just went into the room closet again.
Alright, fine. Fine. Fine.
Maybe we will find the figurine down here. We've got
Where do we
red
go off to
and
next?
blue after a
Play some
fashion.
silly music as well.
There we go.
No, it's
Stanley Parable fame. Raw assets, the only map. Engine import for importing. Raw assets map 2.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all
Oh.
the great jokes from the original?
Oh, we just got pretty Gmod in here.
do any of the doors work, I wonder?
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's
Probably
give them more
not.